Route 66, known as the Mother Road, is more than just a historic highway stretching from Chicago to Santa Monica. For decades, it has been the backdrop for countless road trips, cultural milestones, and whispers of supernatural activity. The gas stations dotting this route are no exception, with their rusting pumps, empty service bays, and lingering spirits offering stories as captivating as the road itself. Amboy, California. The Phantom of Roy's gas station. Amboy's Roy's Motel and Cafe is one of Route 66's most iconic locations, thanks to its mid-century architecture and neon sign. But this vintage gas station harbors a secret: the tale of a ghostly attendant who appears at sunset. Visitors have reported seeing a figure in a vintage uniform, ready to help, only to vanish when approached. Historically, Amboy thrived in the 1940s and 50s, but the construction of Interstate 40 in the 1970s turned it into a ghost town. Some say the attendant is a restless spirit clinging to the station's glory days, while others speculate that the area's desert isolation has fueled such eerie tales. Two Guns, Arizona. The Cursed Pumps. Two Guns is steeped in history, much of it tied to tragedy. The ruins of its gas station sit near the infamous Death Cave, where in the 1800s, Native American tribes fought a brutal battle that left many dead. Visitors to the gas station have reported hearing whispers, feeling sudden chills, and even seeing shadows move without explanation. Interestingly, the gas station became a tourist attraction in the early 20th century, with its proximity to the Grand Canyon and Route 66. But locals often warn visitors about strange occurrences, linking them to the massacre that took place nearby. Glen Rio, Texas, New Mexico, a town frozen in time. Glen Rio straddles the border of Texas and New Mexico, offering visitors a peek into what Route 66 was like in its heyday. Today, it's a ghost town where the remnants of gas stations stand as relics of the past. But at night, these old pumps seem to take on a life of their own. Travelers report phantom lights and strange noises around the stations, which historians believe could be attributed to the town's abrupt decline after the construction of I-40 bypassed it. Paranormal enthusiasts suggest these phenomena are the spirits of travelers stranded in Glen Rio, forever waiting to refuel and continue their journeys. Afton, Oklahoma. A mechanic from beyond. The historic Afton station is known for its collection of vintage cars and memorabilia. But according to local lore, the station is also home to a ghostly mechanic. Witnesses claim to see a man in overalls working on cars that haven't run in decades. This might sound like a tall tale, but Afton's rich history as a bustling Route 66 town lends credibility to such legends. The mechanic is thought to be a former employee who stayed loyal to the station long after his passing. Texola, Oklahoma. Voices from the past. Texola is the last town on Route 66 before crossing into Texas, and it's nearly deserted. Among its abandoned structures is an old gas station where visitors report hearing faint conversations and laughter, even though no one is there. This could be explained by the town's history. It was once a lively community serving travelers on Route 66. Locals believe the sounds are echoes of happier times, replaying themselves in a loop as the town's spirits refuse to move on. Ludlow, California. The desert's wandering lights. Ludlow, a tiny, near-abandoned outpost in the heart of the Mojave Desert, is home to a decrepit gas station that has become a magnet for paranormal investigators and curious travelers. At night, mysterious glowing orbs are often reported hovering near the rusting pumps, flickering faintly before disappearing into the darkness. While skeptics argue these are mirages caused by the desert's intense heat or reflections of passing headlights, those who've seen the lights firsthand insist they have an otherworldly quality. Many believe the orbs are the restless spirits of miners and travelers who perished in the harsh desert environment during Ludlow's boomtown era. With its proximity to ghost towns, abandoned mines, and long-forgotten grave sites, the area is steeped in history and tragedy. Whether the lights are truly spectral apparitions or an unexplained natural phenomenon, they add an unsettling yet captivating allure to Ludlow's already hauntingly desolate landscape, making it a must-visit for thrill seekers on Route 66. Shamrock, Texas. The friendly ghost of U Drop Inn. The U Drop Inn, a gleaming example of Art Deco architecture, stands as one of the most iconic and photographed landmarks along Route 66. Its neon-lit facade and unique design have been drawing visitors since the 1930s, but it's not just its visual appeal that keeps people talking. It's the legend of its resident-friendly ghost. Unlike the frightening apparitions associated with other haunted locations, this spirit is said to exude a sense of warmth and hospitality. Travelers have reported feeling a calming presence upon entering, as though the ghost believed to be a former employee is still dutifully welcoming patrons. Some visitors have even recounted bizarre coincidences, such as their cars suddenly running smoother or minor mechanical issues, resolving themselves after a stop at the U Drop Inn. While skeptics attribute these stories to chance or the power of suggestion, others see it as a testament to the ghost's helpful nature. Far from being spooky, this cheerful specter adds a touch of charm and mystery to one of Route 66's most beloved stops. Warwick, Oklahoma. Seba Station's chilling atmosphere. Seba Station, a historic gas station turned motorcycle museum, is a cherished stop for Route 66 enthusiasts, showcasing vintage bikes and a slice of Americana. However, its charm is intertwined with a darker side that many visitors can't ignore. Guests frequently report an unexplained feeling of unease in specific areas of the station, with some describing sudden chills, the sensation of being watched, or even faint whispers echoing through the halls. Paranormal enthusiasts believe this discomfort stems from the spirits of former patrons or employees who may have had deep emotional ties to the station. Others point to its long history and the countless travelers who passed through its doors, suggesting that their energy might linger in the space. Some skeptics argue that the station's creaking floorboards, dim lighting, and aging architecture naturally create a sense of mystery. Regardless of the cause, the eerie atmosphere adds an intriguing layer to Seba Station's appeal, making it more than just a nostalgic pit stop on Route 66. It's a place where the past feels startlingly present. Conway, Texas. The Vanishing Mechanic. Conway is home to an old gas station near the famous Cadillac Ranch art installation, a location that already draws curious visitors for its artistic intrigue. However, many who stop by at night report something far more unsettling: a ghostly mechanic who appears to be diligently working on classic cars under the faint glow of the station's remaining lights. Witnesses describe hearing the clinking of tools and the occasional sound of an engine revving, despite no cars being present. The apparition is particularly unnerving because it vanishes the moment anyone attempts to approach or interact with it, leaving only an eerie stillness in its wake. Paranormal experts theorize this spirit might be connected to the numerous breakdowns, accidents, and fatalities that plague travelers along Route 66 during its peak years. Others speculate that the mechanic could be the lingering spirit of a dedicated worker who spent his life servicing vehicles and simply never clocked out. Whatever the cause, this ghostly presence has turned the Conway gas station into a chilling reminder of the highway's storied past. Rialto, California. The Phantom Hitchhiker. While not a gas station, the stretch of Route 66 in Rialto is famous for chilling tales of a phantom hitchhiker, often spotted near an old service station. According to numerous travelers, the figure, typically described as a young man in vintage clothing, stands on the roadside, flagging down cars with an urgent wave. When a driver pulls over to assist, the hitchhiker vanishes into thin air, leaving behind an eerie silence and a chill in the air. The story has persisted for decades, with some suggesting that the spirit might be tied to a tragic accident from the 1940s. And that's a wrap on our ghostly gas station road trip along Route 66. If you're ready to brave these haunted hotspots, or just love a good spine-tingling story, hit that like button and subscribe for more eerie adventures. Who knows? Your next road trip might just come with a side of the supernatural.